Sun, 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 here we come. 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 It's alright. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. It's alright.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming. Krishna, Gauranga,
OGEP.
Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Gauranga.
OG.
Hare
Beats by SV.com.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Beats
Hare
by
Hare,
SV.com.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Beats by SV.com.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Beats by SV.com.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus
Beats by SV.com.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, 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 Shri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga,
Beats by SV.com.
Gauranga, Gauranga, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Purchase your tracks today.
All right, let's chant a little japa together here. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare. Hare
Hare
Rama, 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 Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama,
Hare Rama,
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 Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama, Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna.
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama, Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama, Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare.
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama,
Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare.
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama.
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama.
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama.
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare. Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama.
Hare Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare. Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare. Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare. Hare
Rama, Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
Ram,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare Hare Hare
Rama
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare Rama
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama Rama
Hare
Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare Rama
Rama,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare,
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare Rama
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama, Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare, Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna
Hari.
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama,
Ram, Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Krishna Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Nitya,
Rama
Nitya,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Nitya, Nicharada, Nicharada, Nicharada.
Nityananda.
Nicharada, Nicharada, Nicharada,
Nityananda,
Nicharada,
Nityananda,
Nicharada, Nicharada.
Nityananda,
Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Kriya
Krishna
Bhava,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Shri
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Shri
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Chaitanya,
Hare Rama,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Rama
Chaitanya,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Chaitanya,
Hare Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Shri
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama
Chaitanya, Shri
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Nityananda,
Krishna, Krishna
Nityananda,
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Advaita, Shri
Hare
Advaita,
Rama,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare
Prabhu
Krishna,
Nityananda, Shri
Krishna Hare Hare
Advaita,
Rama, Hare
Gadadhar, Shri Vasari,
Krishna, Hare
Gaura
Krishna, Krishna
Bhaktavinda,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Gauranga,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Nityananda,
Hare Hare, Hare
Gauranga,
Rama,
Nityananda,
Rama Rama, Rama, Hare
Gauranga,
Hare,
Nityananda, Gauranga.
Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga,
Nityananda, Gauranga. Gauranga, Gauranga, Gauranga,
Gauranga,
Nityananda, Gauranga,
Nityananda,
Gauranga, Nityananda,
Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda,
Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya,
Sri Krishna
Sri
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Sri
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Sri Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Sri
Sri Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya, Sri
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Sri
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Sri
Sri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya, Sri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya, Sri
Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
ETS. This is a. These are the names of Krishna, the most auspicious sound vibration in the universe. Is names of Krishna. It's a chanting, ecstatic chanting. Yeah, that's what we're doing, ecstatic chanting. Yeah. So you can do this too. You can chant like this. And just practice. You gotta come here daily and practice with us and get this Shakti, this potency. You'll get it, and you'll be able to chant in ecstasy. Feel happy in this Kali Yuga. There's no other practical solution that I found. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Jaya, Jaya, Sri Chaitanya, Jaya. Now listen to the pastimes here. Jaya, Jaya, Sri Chaitanya, Jaya, Nityananda, Jaya, Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya, Jaya, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Yeah. So get your new book out there, the Chaitanya Bhagavat, chapter 10, page, let's see, page 357.
357.
357. Yeah, so this ecstatic chanting is for these new people here, if you will. This is just a very easy method of meditation that brings you to the highest levels and deepest levels of consciousness. It's really like out of this world, out of this universe. That's why it looks so different. But inside, there's a tremendous rapture and ecstatic bliss and purification that when you chant, that's this platform, this level. And it creates a auspicious life, a natural, beautiful, wonderful lifestyle, actually, of blessings. Nothing but blessings start to come to you in your life. Everything starts to work really nicely. And it's like living in the Garden of Eden, like the analogy of the Garden of Eden, uh, which is basically, if you notice, if you look deeply into the analogy, there's Adam and Eve, and there's God, and they're very close. Matter of fact, the Lord didn't like, in the analogy, the Lord doesn't like that fig leaf in between himself and his devotees. See, this is actually our natural ultimate state that we're headed back towards, is this closeness with the supreme, with God, which people don't know, this faceless God. Well, when we get close, the Lord takes on a face and a personality, and it's an eternal one. And in the Vaishnava scriptures, some people call Hindu, but it's not really Hindu. But the Vaishnava lineage, they explain a place called Vrindavan, which is like the Garden of Eden. It's a place where the people there have real extreme closeness with God, also like that analogy in the garden. It's all preaching, teaching the ultimate truths. If you notice, that's all where it all started. It's considered the highest places, is that closeness with the Lord. Yeah. And when you're really that close with God, you become very rapturous and ecstatic to the point of being unintelligible to human beings, basically, because most people don't experience such closeness. It's very rapturous, and it produces this ecstatic feelings that you see here. But it's not like you go crazy. It looks like you're going crazy, but not. No, it's just a state of union with that supreme consciousness that people call God, or Christ, or Krishna, or Ram. And it's a very close relationship, and that's the ultimate destination for all human beings, is to have this closeness. Okay? But most people don't know, because they're cut off from that for various reasons. One reason mainly is they have different analogies for being cut off from this relationship. In Christianity, they call it the devil. In the Vaishnava lineage, they call it Maya, illusion, which is a better, more logical, more intelligent explanation of the situation. The other is it's more superstitious, and you don't understand the true face of the Maya, the illusion. Some people call it the devil. You don't see its relationship to the truth. So it's the opposite of the truth. It's the lie. It's like in the world they have material dualities. They got good and bad. See, truth and lies. Well, there's the ultimate truth and the ultimate lie. also, ultimately. There's the pure, pure truth, and there's pure, pure lie, pure evil. You know, there's pure goodness and pure evil. It literally, you know, not pure. It's like not. It's not the evil's pure, but really evil. That kind of thing. Matter of fact, we're getting a taste of that nowadays. You know, the Lord's showing us. But whenever this very evil stuff starts to come to consciousness, where it's coming arising, so the truth arises also. See, and ultimately swallows the darkness. That's that. That's the healing. You notice in the doctor, the medical symbol is the snake going up the pole, and then swallowing the other snake. See, that snake is the bigger snake, is the one that swallows the darkness. See, that's the truth. And that's where you get the proper healing. And it goes up the pole. The pole is our spine. That's where our consciousness is raised into this higher dimension of healing. This is wholeness. You know, isn't that interesting? Healing, holistic healing. This is the perfect holistic healing. Is the perfect. That's why actually the ultimate doctor is Janakis, Lord Caitanya. Swallow the illusion, and this is how you do it. This is called Sadhu Sangha. So the illusion is being swallowed up by our preaching, by our talking about the highest truth distinguished from illusion. It swallows up the illusion because it's stronger. See, the illusion is weaker. We become weak because we've been serving that weakness, that weak illusion that makes us weak by that kind of service and that kind of meditation. See? And so Sadhu Sangha, as we discuss these topics of truth, chant the name of truth, and it begins to swallow up the illusion, and we get this perfect healing. Okay? Healing comes when our spiritual body that's dormant in everyone is beginning to awaken. Okay? Otherwise, people don't know. They don't know who they really are. They think this illusion makes us, as we meditate on what is like dark and darker, darkness, illusion. Then what happens is we start to identify with it. We start to believe that that's who we are, and we become very weak, very materialistic. Like material means material. See, and we become materialistic. It's almost like a religion. Material. See, like there's Christianity, there's materialism. Materialism is you could say like a religion even. It becomes your life. You know, you follow that, you meditate on material things, and you know your life is wholly and solely that. It's called materialism. It's like a religion. Okay? So when you start to meditate on godly things and you get religious, but not, you know, say you got to go deeper. The deeper you go into the pure religion. Is this truth, deep truth, you know, and that's why if you come and listen to these classes here and chant with us, if you stay long enough, you'll see that this is the greatest thing in the world. This is because it gets you out of misery and unhappiness and misdirection, low level consciousness. Oh, it's amazing. Okay, what do we got here? We have Dr. Tom's quoting. Yeah. Okay, go ahead and read chapter 2.
The Great Revelation of Mahaprabhu. My dearest friend, Lord Gauranga, you are the ocean of transcendental qualities. All glory to you, and all glory to Lord Nityananda Prabhu, the Supreme Personality who is without beginning or end. After bestowing boons upon Sridhar, Lord Caitanya began to gently sway his head. and repeated the name Nada, Nada, Nada. He spoke to Advaita Acharya. Acharya asked, what do you need? Um, music, I would say.
Oh, yeah, yeah, great. Thank you.
So the Acharya replied, my prayers have already been answered, my Lord. Lord Caitanya appreciated this answer with a thunderous roar that drowned all other sound.
Yeah, so Advaitacharya, see, that's like a, unless you read the whole book, you can't understand, well, why his prayers were answered. What was his prayers? Yeah, so Advaita Acharya was here 550 years ago, and he was calling for God to come to this planet, the Supreme Lord that nobody knows. Please come here. Because look at the condition, even back then, 550 years ago, this age of Kali is an age of darkness. It was, people were materialistic even then, and they were cultured too. In India, there's usually somewhat of a spiritual culture, religious culture. People have usually great faith in God, uh, and and so even but back then they were just interested in material things. They weren't interested in the devotional service of the Lord. Like even now, like in the people that were this Prabhupada, this A.C. Bhakti Prabhupada, brought this Indian this Vaishnava way of worship to this world 50 years ago, and got people interested in worshiping God like this, like through rules and regulations and ceremonial worship. And chanting also, beginning the chanting and all this. But Advaita wanted something even more than that, because people were also doing that, but then they were still, in their mind, still concerned with the world and worldly things. And they call it materialistic worship, materialistic religion, or materialistic Vaishnavism they had back then. So Advaita called the Lord down to do something, to bring about a change in the hearts of the people. And now the ecstatic devotees, as rare as they are, they're also doing the same thing. It's always the same thing, because without the Lord being here, at least in your heart, like awakened, this world is basically useless to a person who is awake, who is enlightened. They need to have this relationship with God, whether they're here or anywhere else in the universe or outside of it, because it makes us whole. That's what I was talking about in the beginning. This wholeness, this closeness, is actually the ultimate destination for all souls. See, everybody needs this closeness with God, and not this religious God. There's still distance there. There's material motivation, and people often are corrupted by power. There's power in the Word of God. There's power there. People have great respect for the Word of God. Some people don't, but a lot of people do. And if you manipulate those words, you can use them to control others, and that's called materialistic religion. And they've done this for centuries and for thousands of years. They've used the words of the prophets to manipulate and control others. And intelligent people, they end up usually giving up religion because they think, what is this? There's something. This person's not really out for me. They're not really looking out for me. They're looking out for themselves. Selfish. So that's the world, all the way up into religion. Nobody has real compassion upon the soul. Most people don't know what the soul is. They don't have compassion upon the soul. They can't see like an enlightened person sees. An enlightened person looks at the world and it says, oh, there's the Lord trapped. See, the part and parcel, that devotee is trapped in this maya, in this illusion. It doesn't know who he is or she is. It's the soul, actually. He, she is. You can have anybody, man or woman, but your soul is trapped in this illusion. All these bewilderments here. It's not looking for rest. Soul's looking for itself. See, it can't find itself. It's always looking in everything that misrepresents the self. See, so it gets confused. So there's all this confusion and misery coming from it and everything because the soul can't find what is really auspicious. Well, this is why Advaita was calling the Lord to come down here to give us his association and understanding, very deep understanding, so that we could get out of this bewilderment. So anyway, that's what we're teaching now. This is what we do every day. We get together and we talk about the absolute eternal truth. It gets us to re-identify with who we are, and all of a sudden our life becomes better. Is your life becoming better there?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, it's a process. Yeah, good. Yeah. So that's the whole point, is with the more truth you get, the more you get attached to the truth, and the truth is identified as the spiritual potency. It's actually got a name. See? But you need the experience, not just like a intellectual concept. You need, what does the spiritual potency feel like? Feel? Isn't that illusion? Some people would say. Feeling is illusion. Well, no, not. It could be illusion or feeling in the material world for material objects can be called illusion. It's real for a time, but those objects disappear, and your feelings also for that object, because it disappears, and then you lose connection. Of course, you got to feel the pain of grieving for the loss of object. You lose your money that you love. The love of money. Or your love of your child, your love of your spouse, your love of your friends. So when they leave you, and everything will in this world, right? There's lamentation, okay? Because you lost something you loved. See? And to enlightened persons, that's called illusion. Because it's not really true. The soul is immortal. See, people don't know this truth. That's why if you come here, you'll learn. The soul never dies. Never has there, like in Bhagavad Gita teaching, never has there been a time when I, nor you, nor all these kings have not existed. So Arjuna on the battlefield was crying, if I kill them, if they die, or, then I'm going to lose my friends. And he became weak. Can you read that story? Look how weak. And Krishna says, how has this weakness come upon you? Well, that's when you meditate on illusion and you don't meditate on transcendental truth. You become weak. Then even if your dog dies, you love so much. The dog died. Who knows? Some people, they lament for their whole lives because their dog died. And it's not even true. Dog never dies. Dog has got a soul. You got a soul. See? But people don't know that. They're all relating to the bodies of things, of people. And you end up doing stupid things because of your love for illusion. There's I was watching this thing on TikTok. There was this guy took a slide. There's some people they like to let the dogs they kiss the dogs and the tongue and all that stuff, licking and they love the dog. This is a sign of love. Feed the dog on their floor. I met people like that here. Feed the dog, and they get very mad if you say, well, you shouldn't really mix this. That's a dog. No, this is I love this dog. We eat together and eat on the same plate, even all that. So one guy took a slide on TikTok. He said, I want to show you the what's under the microscope on the saliva of a dog.
Boah.
Yeah. He put it on the microscope. All kinds of viruses or what do you call it, germ. I mean, they were moving around all over. Like, see, and a dog can handle it because they got a certain system. But our system, you know, you take big chances. One guy had no limbs because the dog licked his face. And they had to amputate all his arms and his legs. He's sitting there like this. He said, yeah, dog licked my face. I didn't wash my hand. But I'm not saying that could happen. I'm just saying that's what, you know, the bottom line is you do dumb things because of your love for the world or worldly things or bodies. You lose some of your intelligence because of attachment to the material world. Now, got the good news here. With the bad news, you got to hear the good news. That bad news is what we're, you know, more or less like that, attached to material. So the good news, better than good news. Oh, it's worth to hear that. Okay, so there's that. Now the good, better than good news is this. Meditating on what is spiritual makes you intelligent, makes you bright, makes you have an auspicious, wonderful life. Makes you enlightened as to what is actually who you are, what you are, and completely satisfied in the real self that's inside you, that living inside you, just waiting to be woke up. Okay? So you can take the blue pill, which is attachment to the world, and worldly things and doing dumb things, or you can become a smart person by learning what is actually spiritual. And that comes by the chanting, because this avatar that Lord Caitanya or Advaita called down to come taught the process of chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, which represents the spiritual level of consciousness in the form of a mantra. And you start to feel this mantra. Literally, it awakens spiritual feelings. And we are spiritual. See? And these feelings, spiritual feelings, begin to awaken, and then we start to be able to understand what is the truth, eternal truth that lasts forever. See? And then we're free forever, forever free. And forever happy. The more you may in the intermin, there might be some days or weeks or months or years of back and forth, you know, sometimes happy, sometimes, because we're conditioned souls. But quick progress out of the illusion. You know, you just get more and more blissed out and ecstatic, happy. Your life becomes auspicious just from this chanting. So I encourage everybody there on TikTok, and we have some people stay a long time already. Yeah, just come regularly here and chant with us, and you'll see from your own experience. It's a very nice opportunity. Dogs lick their asses. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, continue on.
While Lord Caitanya was still manifesting his Mahaprakash Leela in the mood of the omnipotent, supremely opulent Lord, Gadadhar Pandit prepared betel and offered it to the Lord, who happily accepted. Lord Nityananda, whose partial expansion Ananta Shesh is the support of the universe, now held the umbrella over Lord Caitanya as Advaita Acharya, and other great personages stood before him. The Lord ordered Murari, "Look at me." Murari saw Sri Ramachandra in person. He saw that Vishvambara, Lord Caitanya, was sitting on a kingly throne with his bow. his complexion as green as fresh, tender shoots of grass. He saw Janaki Devi, Sita Devi, on his left and Lakshman on his right. All round, the brave monkey leaders were offering prayers. By the influence of Lord Caitanya's transcendental pastimes, Murari, now perceiving his identity as Hanuman and seeing his beloved Ramachandra, fell down in an ecstatic swoon.
Yeah, so Lord, see, this is the, Lord Ramachandra, the story shows that these monkeys were liberated just by serving Lord Ram. This was another descent of God into this world as Lord Ramachandra. And he got these monkey soldiers to serve him, see, and help him in a mission to save Sita. This is like called a pastime created by the Lord. The Lord doesn't need to come down here and do these things, but he comes down here and makes a pastime. It's like a person making up a story in the movies, isn't it? There's a director does a story and all that, and then you go see the movie, and it's like, wow, and you're getting involved in the emotions of it and all of that. You identify with the actors, all of that. So the Lord comes here and designs these pastimes, passes his time here doing it, but it's also, there's a purpose. So he does this drama, Ravana comes and steals Sita and takes her to another kingdom, and now he's where is Sita? Where is Sita? Just like a movie, And he says, who's going to help me bring Sita back? And he goes to the monkey, says, does anybody want to help me? I want to raise up an army, And the monkey, yes, we will serve you, Ram. See? So he gets these monkeys to serve them, but they get purified because they become attached to the serving that Lord, Ram, who is actually a transcendental personality. He says, so if you serve the transcendental potency, then there's a transcendental result. You become purified, you become attached to what is spiritual. What your identification for what is material, which is illusion, because that's not who you are, and it just causes you misery and inauspiciousness, becomes transformed into reality. Now Lord Ram never dies. He leaves the planet, but he's got an eternal form. See, and you got introduced to that form here in this world. See? And these monkeys were liberated from the material consciousness and material universe and went back to Ayodhya in the spiritual world. Even while they are here, they can experience that happiness because it's spiritual. Okay? So periodically the Lord comes here and performs his pastimes like Lord Ramachandra and also Radha and Krishna, another form, and then Lord Caitanya. Okay? Oh, did we miss we missed the boat, I guess, because where is he now? Where is this possibility to get transcendentally attached? Because that's what liberates us, is to learn to love God. And if you actually love this transcendental Lord that was here 550 years ago, Lord Caitanya, then you will have the symptoms that those devotees who loved him have too. And what is that? All this ecstasy you see here. This ecstatic worship is the sign and the symptom of this transcendental attachment. That's why it looks so different. But what is our possibility to get attached? Because that Lord disappeared. See? Well, it doesn't. See, the Lord left his names. He left the path. He left the teachings. That's what we have here. That's what we learn here. See? He left his name, and just by chanting with devotees who have achieved this attachment, this transcendental attachment, you get the potency that you become attached. I hear it all the time. I get, you see that like Janine, she started chanting. She's just a newcomer, right? not very long. And she's getting a taste for the name. See? Whereas, people, they might have been in the Hare Krishna movement for years and don't have that level of taste. See, you can tell if a person is getting increasing transcendental taste, they'll start to appear less tears in the eye and a big smile on your face when you chant. Do you notice that in Janine, the smile appearing? See, that's a transcendental symptom, by the way. If you need nectar devotion, one of the transcendental symptoms is smiling. See, that is a natural result of connecting with the transcendental potency. You can look, there are many gurus are still not smiling. You can look, they don't have that inner, it's like an inner glow, comes up from the heart, inside, right into the cheeks. See, the face is the index of the heart, actually, not just your mind. What's going on in your heart shows that way. Yeah, and so if you meet a person who chants in ecstasy, and you develop faith in their chanting and their ecstatic words and their realizations that come from that ecstatic chanting, you find the real path, the quick path into the spiritual world. You overcome all the obstacles that they have just by being close to them. Otherwise, there's so many obstacles. These Vaishnavas that are following the Krishna movement, so many obstacles for them. Their gurus can't, as far as I can ascertain so far, I can't see any gurus that can remove all the obstacles to Vrindavan. Because proof that they have is this ecstatic chanting, because you see their relationship. The devotees in Vrindavan, the demons came in. The demons are the obstacles. They represent the obstacles. They came in, it didn't interfere with their relationship with the Krishna. See, because they turned to Krishna, and because of their deep attachment, they overcame all the obstacles. Krishna destroyed the obstacles. That's what he does for his devotees. That's why it's so important to find an associate, a transcendentally situated associate of Lord Caitanya and Radha and Krishna in this world, if this is your line. So important. Because the Lord it's just those devotees of Vrindavan devotees, like Prabhupada. Didn't Prabhupada say the real spiritual master is an associate of Vrindavan? They're a resident of Vrindavan. Well, what does that mean? Krishna kills their obstacles. Krishna protects them. Can you imagine getting such a friend that's protected by that Lord? You don't think that's going to have benefit for you? You don't see, those are the Bhagavad Gita 10:10 worshipers. To those who worship Krishna, in our line it's Krishna, with loving ecstasy, that's this transcendental attachment called prema, I give them real understanding and real transcendental knowledge. See? So you're going to get right information, right? You're going to get clear information. So if you're not like that, you're not really a high quality guru in the Hare Krishna movement. And if you don't admit that, then what can be done? It's like the Pharisees wouldn't admit that they were still blind and they couldn't get the healing. But the blind man at the well said, yeah, I'm blind. Can you help me, Lord? Yeah, sure. I've been waiting for somebody to ask. Jesus was thinking. And he helped him. See? The Pharisees and Jesus said, your sin remains because you consider yourself sightful. You believe you can see. That's like those people who come here and they want to teach us something. Oh, really? You want to teach us something? Okay, your sin remains. That blindness is because of sin, and you're not wanting to be relieved of sin by hearing the truth from an authorized representative of the transcendental truth. It's that simple. Because they know, and only those persons that are very close to the Lord, the transcendental Lord, understand things very deeply. And you get advantage of them. That's the whole idea of guru, is taking advantage of them. And a lot of people say, oh, I don't need guru, I don't need a guru, I don't want a guru. No, I go have a direct relationship with God. See? The obstacles have got them. Oh, yeah, no, the problem is people don't want gurus. You know why? Because gurus, they're not qualified. They become corrupted by the opulence of the position. It's a very poisonous position, my friends. You know what the poison is? Name and fame, wealth, all that stuff is poison, and it corrupts people. See, power over others. There's an old saying, power, absolute power corrupts absolutely. That's what you get when you're guru. You're corrupted. Okay? Unless you have this close relationship with the Lord and can prove it. Okay? Then you're not corrupted by absolute power. You're purified by it. You see how absolute power is the absolute Lord. He's absolute. He has all the absolute power. And a devotee just relishes the happiness of worshiping that absolute Lord. He's absolutely in control. Let him do it. Let him have his way. Devotees cannot work on their own. Didn't Jesus say, of myself I can do nothing? Didn't Prabhupada say, don't think I wrote these books? Krishna, I just took down dictation. See, so he's not corruptible. Jesus was not corruptible. Yeah? You got to find a guru like that, a living guru like that. Okay? Otherwise, the Rhythmics are your gurus. You notice in the Vaishnava line, Rhythmics, they're your gurus. They say, oh, no, it's Prabhupada. Oh, really? No, you're representing Prabhupada with your understanding and your realization, whatever that is. So, no, you're a guru. You're saying, everybody be Rhythmic. Okay? Oh, you living gurus? Yeah. You admit that you're gurus. See? So you represent people. You represent the absolute truth. But how do you represent it? Are you an example of that? Are you an example of being a Vrindavan resident where Krishna has killed the obstacles so that you can play with him in Vrindavan? Are you a real devotee and resident Vrindavan? See? That's guru. See? That kind of guru has a result that you have here. My disciples who say, oh, my Guru Dev and all that stuff, they become free. They become sovereign. They get the same freedom that I get. Now that's guru. Not, that you come here and then I'm your guru and I'm all corrupted and then I make you a slave and I can't give you any spiritual power. I can't awaken God in you so that you can become like I am with my Lord. See, that's why a lot of intelligent people don't follow the path of having a bona fide spiritual master. They're very rare. It's hard to find one that actually has real compassion, that can actually has the power to elevate you out of material consciousness. See? So people lose faith, but only in that process can you really be delivered. So in some lifetime, you have to meet the real spiritual master. Otherwise, very hard, a lot of troubles, a lot of bewilderments, a lot of problems. But look here, look how many people becoming ecstatic devotees so easily. Look at the jewels who come here. The Lord comes here as guru. Yeah. The guru never says they're God, but the Lord comes as that guru because that's their relationship. They're very close. Very close. Okay? And the Lord says, hey, I come. Yeah, he's mine. Just like that Lord. He's mine, man. You want him? You got to come here because I haven't seen anybody that has that power. My Lord, it belongs to me. My Lord. And I'm his. That's called love, man. True love. And the Lord says, I consider that person as good as myself. And I'm going to deliver people through. Anybody who believes his crazy, wonderful preaching will be delivered. And they are here. Sounds authoritative, huh? Well, it works. We have proof. I can say these things now. because it works. I wouldn't say if I didn't see this working, I would not say it. You know, people can say, "Oh, you say all these things," and yeah, I say what works because that's good for people, right? Hey, man, get them out of illusion. Yeah, follow the real guru principle. You know, that principle's in action here. See, in action. By the action of the book Bhagavad. You see, I take the concepts in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and the Bhagavad Gita and use them, see, to deliver people. See, by the action of the book Bhagavad and the devotee Bhagavad, love of Krishna is manifested in the hearts of others. It's the formula. It works here. The book says so, and the devotees' experience say so, and the witnesses say so. Many people have been delivered already. Oh, they know what is spirit. They know their spirit, and they know there's a supreme spirit. They have a relationship forever, and they're very happy. We get things done here. It's not a bunch of bluffing here. No, we're not exaggeration. As it is. You want to smile a lot? You want to be really happy? You want to cry and laugh because of rapture and spiritual communion? You want to really benefit people and really share something of substance? Be part of the soul winner group? Because we're here to win souls back into the kingdom. And we do it. So what do we got here? Let's see, somebody says something here. So Radhe says, I do not understand what you say. I listen every day. But one day, I will listen beyond your conspiracy. You're Elon Musk and understand your true preaching. That preaching, who drove me to you? Yes, good there. Just keep on listening there, Radhe. Fanny says, I keep my guru close by. He gives me a real purpose in my life. I had a conversation with dear Janine West. What a beautiful, pure soul. Yeah, I'm telling you. Boy, we got this Janine, Fanny, and Amy. It's like the big three. I tell you, the Lord just brings jewels here. Isn't it amazing there, Shamaguri? Just jewel-like people coming. Oh, man, I feel really, God, I feel blessed. All these good. I never thought I'd have any friends in this world. I thought, no, I'm going to just be here alone. But Krishna had another plan, and I love it, man. The kind of people coming here are just like priceless people, man. And you're going to see. I mean, more people will see that. I mean, pure-hearted beings are coming here. It's really amazing. We're very fortunate. I feel blessed. I feel really blessed. I feel really blissed and blessed. The Three Musketeers. You got a friend in me, Gurudev. Oh, yeah. A friend in you, yes. By the way, TikTok, we're simultaneous broadcasting. Go ahead there, read on.
Lord Vishvambara called out aloud, Hey, monkey, you seem to forget how the demon Ravana, who stole Sita Devi, burnt your face. Enraged, you set ablaze his capital, Sri Lanka, and destroyed his entire race.
Yeah, the story there represents one aspect of it. The Sita represents bhakti, devotion in the heart. It's in everybody. But Ravana has stolen away that bhakti, that devotion. That's who we are. We're devotees. Devotees of the spiritual potency. Stole away from Ram. See, Sita is meant to be with Ram. That Sita is in everybody's heart. The devotion's in everybody's heart. So, see, Ravana represents materialism, the Maya, the illusion, the devil. Stole away Sita. Sita was taken. See, she went and she crossed the line. See, she went out of the line. Lakshman drew a line. Lakshman represents the bona fide guru. It says, stay in the circle of influence of the spiritual potency. Stay here. Stay amongst devotees here and chant together. Keep that bhakti safe. See? And so Sita was tricked by the illusory energy, which was a Brahmin that was not really a Brahmin. And that's especially in Kali Yuga, you got to be really careful. People are not who they are. You're tricked by these politicians. They say, oh yeah, we'll want to keep you safe, but they don't. They're the opposite. They're in Maya. They're servants of Maya. So that's like that Ravana was turned into a Brahmin, but was not a real Brahmin, not really. And he said, oh yeah, you see I'm a Brahmin, give me a chair, come out of the circle, come out of the circle. See, and they grabbed her and took her back into the kingdom of illusion. See, so she's there. That represents the souls that have been taken back to that materialistic kingdom of Ravana. Ravana had all these material qualities. Represents the material world. See, and Sita's entrapped in it. Who's going to rescue her? Oh, a close associate of Lord Ram, a real servant of Ram. That's the bona fide spiritual master. See? Empowered to go after that Sita in you. See, so he comes into the world. See, sets fire to the kingdom. See, baptism by fire. Isn't that interesting? John the Baptist said, yeah, there's somebody coming after me. He's going to baptize you by fire. See, what is that fire? That's when you come here, you'll learn what fire is real quick. Your karma starts burning up in your heart. All those stuff starts burning. Literally, you start to feel like a fire in there. See? That's a bona fide spiritual master, is a close associate of Lord Ram or Krishna. See, all represents the same thing. The Hanuman was very strong because of that closeness. He got his power. He ripped open his heart, his chest, his heart. This love of Ram was in his heart. Sita Ram. That's the power of a devotee. That's the guru. Man. You need somebody like that. Otherwise, you're not getting out of this hellhole here called the material universe. The question is, do you have such a situation here? Can you rip your guru's chest open and do you see Radha and Krishna in there? Or does he rip his chest open every day and show you Radha and Krishna, Lord Caitanya? Huh? What do you think, TikTokers? TikTok clock's running out. Catch it while you can. So that you see how the stories represent all these truths. How do I understand this? I didn't understand this. Yeah, I did before, but not like it. Just gets more clear. How? Because of relationship, and you become like this too. Even my students, they start to see the metaphors in the Vedas, in the Bible, teaching us lessons. They all represent how we're meant to be. So we need to be rescued. See, that's the bona fide spiritual master. You see, Hanuman went to that kingdom, just like the guru comes, the associates of the Lord come to this world. This is the kingdom of illusion. They set fire to it. Just like Jesus said, don't think I came to create peace. I came to set fire to this kingdom. See, we're burning it up with the truth. It's war here. See, the truth against the illusion. Shadow boxing. Boxing the shadow. See, this is burn up the illusion. How? With the fire in your mouth, man. Fire of truth. How do you think you become illusioned? By the fire of the material world that you listen to. Why do you, these demons know what they're doing, you know? They go and they get you to watch, put you in front of the TV and program you, right? They even tell you, hey man, go watch the television program. And you don't even know. You think, oh yeah, let me go to watch the program. They say it, but you see but don't see. You hear but don't hear. And they're programming and they're saying it repetitively, repetitive content, and they're going in there. And all of a sudden, what are you? I'm a transgender man, you know, it's me. No, you're not really like that. They put that in your mind, you idiots. So you idiots, come here, we'll get you intelligent. I don't know who I am and what I am. I'm confused. Yeah, because they put confusing things in you. This is the programming. The world is confusing. It's the confused representation of the clear truth. You know, it's like on the water. You know, you throw a rock in the water and it's going like this. You know, you can't really see a clear image of anything. It's just all, this is the world is like this, a confused experience. Okay, read on.
You are again in my presence. Rise, rise, Murari. You are as dear to me as my own life. I am that Lord Ramachandra, and you are Hanuman.
We're here to teach that understanding. You're as dear to me as my own life. Well, that's reciprocal because the devotee feels the same thing. They know the Lord. They know this. It's called the spiritual potency. It's very subtle. It's the subtle of the most subtle. It's more subtle than air, fire, water, earth, mind, material mind, material intelligence. It's more subtle than that. And false ego, competition, pride, all of that. That's very subtle. A lot of people think that's bhakti. In religion, Vaishnava religion, people are worshiping pride often, and they think that. And they think, oh, no, it's this, and a lot of people, you know how they mask pride? They give you false humility. It's not really human. They falsify it. Just like a person in politician, they say, oh, yes, I really want to help you, but it's hypocritical. People don't know, and they don't know who they are and what they are. Okay? So by the mercy of being around a real spiritual master, a real associate, of the transcendental Lord, you begin to know what is real, and that becomes your life and soul. See? Otherwise, the illusion is your life and soul, and that doesn't work out very well at any level. Look at the elites; they think they're actually pure. They even wear white a lot of times. They show pictures of them wearing white because it's a symbol of purity. And where the people of the world are actually scum, dirty, and they're clean. That's illusion. There's so many illusions out there, and self-realization soul looks at everything. That's why I don't judge them or anything in the world. I judge it, but like, oh yeah, that's what it is. It's not pure. The only thing pure is the transcendental Lord. The only thing pure is the name chanted in purity. I mean, it's pure anyway, but the devotees who chant it, and the Lord gives them that potency, and he gives it through the devotees here who have the potency. How can you get this potency if you don't have it yourself? That devotee, that Lord is dear to them. That potency is dear to them. That's why Jesus said, don't cast your pearls before swine or your food before dogs, because that Lord is their food. That name is the Lord, and they chanted in great happiness of ecstasy and rapture. It gives them everything. It gives the intelligence to give a class like this. I couldn't do this on my own. I couldn't know these truths. Couldn't know anything. I'd be like in the world, seeing but don't see. It's looking at this pastime and not seeing it. Oh, what a nice story. Sita, yeah, right? Sita Ram, Sita. You think, oh, Sita Ram, but no, not understanding the purpose of the pastime, what the teaching is. Teaching is very important. Teaching of our relationship. You want to learn, you got to learn. If you want to be freedom and you want to rise into spiritual consciousness, you got to make that Lord your life and soul. And he'll look at you, oh, you're my life and soul. He's my life and soul. Okay? You need this potency. That's here. You need to chant the name in ecstasy. And only with ecstatic devotees can you get it. That's the real guru in the Hare Krishna movement. If you don't have such a guru, you haven't found the real path. The real path is the guru chants in ecstasy, in a real relationship with God. They're the role model. They're the father and mother, the next level of father and mother. Because the mother is there, right? Ecstasy is the mother, devotion. Don't you know female? The mother, the friend, the intimate, the beloved is activated in them. Okay? And then the father is the truth that only the mother, only the intimate friend, only the beloved knows deeply, clearly, right? That you need a role model like that. They call that spiritual master. Real one, for real, not a bluff one, not a baloney, not an imitator. Real thing where you can see, the father and mother is living inside that person. Radha and Krishna are living inside that person. They're activated in their heart. And then you get quick activation of that Radha and Krishna in your heart. Otherwise, you haven't found the supreme teacher. Wouldn't that be the supreme teacher? That activates the Lord, the complete Lord in your heart, and then you serve that as a maid servant. What do you think what do you think Vrindavan represents? There's Radha there, and then there's Krishna, and all these servants, right? As a father and mother serving them, as an intimate friend serving them. That's our position. Maid servant, father or mother, or intimate friend or servant. See? But you need this closeness. They have to be awakened in your heart. We're that close. We're so close yet so far away if you're not awakened. They're there, but not there because they're out of your awareness. You're not aware of them. You're not aware of the spiritual potency. Anyway, we have the equipment to know who we are and our relationship and our closeness with the Lord who is living inside the heart. Some people say, God is in my heart too, just like you. Why do I don't need him? Yeah. But they're not aware of that God in their heart. See, you need to be around those who are aware of that transcendental Lord in their heart, the divine couple, they call it, the love of God in their heart. And they can communicate that to you. The most important communication you can get in this world is a communication of this love of God in your heart. That's why Lord Caitanya came here. That's why we are here, to activate that in people's hearts very quickly. The supreme goal of life. Ooh, we got here. People saying different things. Let's see here. Amy Rose. Upendra Gautam. Upendra Gautam. What can you change saying all these things? Oh, that's a good question. Thank you there, Upendra. Yeah. So what can you change saying all these things? Yeah, well, they change your heart, man. The most important thing in the world. What can I change? If you're thinking, what can you change physically? Which most people think because they're materialistic still in their mind. Well, what does that do? What service does that do? What did you move around? What furniture did you move around today? Oh, it's too heavy for me. I don't like moving furniture, moving bodies around and changing material situations and all of that way. We change from within, man. Kingdom of God is within at hand. The real treasure is a true conception of absolute truth. Because when you get the true programming, this is like programming. We're programming the absolute truth as it is, coming in the disciplic line, parampara line. What does it change? Okay, changes you. Just like Klaus Schwab, he wants to change you. He said he wants to put all this AI technology in people and change them. Well, yeah, we just want to put organic technology in people that's already created by God. That technology is called the absolute truth. We put that in you. See, what will it change? Completely. It'll change you. It'll change your whole direction in life. You will know who you are. You will act as a spirit soul. You will act in your relationship. See? You will relate to the Lord and you will deliver others. Well, that's what will change. You'll change other people and put them on the real path so that they can find the absolute truth also within them like you found. See? But a lot of people think, well, that's not very valuable. What is that? Chant in ecstasy. Hey, these gurus don't think it's very valuable. They don't think it's very valuable to chant the holy name in ecstasy. And I think that is the most valuable because the Lord even thought it was the most valuable. He taught it. He came here and gave people the potency they can chant in ecstasy, just like Gaur Hari Das has come here and following in the footsteps of the Lord and empowered by that Lord to implant that also in people. Because it's the most important change that you can go through is to chant this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra in great ecstatic devotion with tears and laughter and all these beautiful symptoms. That's the change we do here. So what do you think of that, Upendra Gautam? What else? So thank you for your question. It's great. I like this interaction. This way we ascertain, we get more conclusive. Amy Rose replying to Upendra. What can he change? He can change your heart by melting the illusion and inserting the truth. He awakens actual love for God in the hearts of those who accept his word. How do you like them apples? How do you like those apples there, Gautam? Let's see what he has to say. I bet he has a response here. Let's see. Maybe not. These people out there are freaking morons full of contempt from their perverse upbringing and illusion with their dumb, dysfunctional families. This spiritual family is purifying and cleansing. Yeah, it's great, man. We got a good thing going. You may not agree with us right away, but you can't say that we're not colorful. Freddie says, a white suit or dress doesn't make you pure. Yeah. Amy says to Rade, they often can't handle the truth because it means they have to look in the mirror and realize they have been consumed by pride and false ego, blocking them from understanding the truth. Yeah, exactly. We want the truth, only the truth. Yeah, exactly. Boy, you guys are popping there with Govinda says, yeah. So where's Gautam? He disappeared? Yeah, that's a problem. So what's your response there, Gautam? I'd like to hear it. What do you think of what they've said and I said? Go ahead, read on there a little bit more.
Look now upon Lakshman, your beloved life and soul. You saved his life by bringing him afar the Gandha Madana mountain. Offer obeisances to the lotus feet of Janaki, Sita Devi, whose distress moved you to profuse tears. Lord Caitanya's words brought back Murari's consciousness, and upon awakening, he saw that wonderful scene and began to cry in Krishna Prem. Murari's ecstatic crying moved even the lifeless dry wood, what to speak of the assembled Vaishnavas. Again, Lord Caitanya spoke to Murari. You may ask me for any boon. Sri Murari replied, My Lord, I do not yearn for anything. However, grant me just one wish.
You know what?
May
We're gonna save this for later because I think I need a little break here for a little bit here. Oh, Pendra. Okay, here we go. You know what you need to know, sir? I know what I need to know. Your knowledge is not less than my knowledge, not more or less. Oh, okay, let's look at that. So Upendra says, you know what you need to know, yeah. I know what I need to know. Your knowledge is not less. Oh, okay, see, that's the thing. You think your knowledge is equal to this knowledge, and you're not interested in anything more. So in other words, you are going to stay as you are. You can't see that this is superior knowledge that you're getting. This is superior understanding. See? So there's nothing can be done for you. See, because you're not interested. You know, your knowledge is your knowledge. My knowledge is my knowledge. I can't learn anything. I don't want to learn anything from you because, you know, I am equal to you. See, I say that's an illusion. And that's one of the blocks. You're a block there. You can't see that the information you're getting here is superior to your understanding. And you might think, oh, what a false ego that is. He thinks his knowledge is better than mine. No, it's reversed actually. You think your knowledge is better or equal to mine. You know, you're thinking equality, see? But you can't ascertain this because this is deeper than what you're presenting here. It's not, I mean, it's not like you're showing me symptoms of having a deeper knowledge, but in your mind, it's the same because you're caught up in the Mayavadi level, even though you might be a Vaishnava. That's called the Brahman level, equal. You're equally disposed. Oh yeah, you know, you got your knowledge, I got mine, everything's one. It's all equal. No, I say no, it's not one. You got to show me that by symptoms that your knowledge is deeper and better than this, and then I'll say, oh, okay, or at least equal. I haven't seen anything. Has anybody seen that so far? What he's shared, that his knowledge is equal to this? So let's ask a question. You know, so let's see if anybody's impressed. I mean, I only say that because, I mean, somehow or other you showed up here, and it's good. I'm glad you say these things because, you know, this way we fluff things out. Yeah. But if you not open to learning anything, then it's, you know, then it's like nothing's going in. There's no room for the word. Therefore, just continue to follow all your rules and regulations and ceremonies until you you're somewhat open to hearing what can be done. You are very fortunate getting attracted here. Now, please accept your upgrade. I like that.
Is this from
Upendra,
Amy? From Amy?
replying, well said. That was from Jamana, from Bhakti Tom, actually. Please accept your upgrade. Yeah, why not accept the upgrade there? Stay here for a while. Let us convince you that yeah, yeah. Yeah, that would, accept the upgrade. I like that. So what's your response there, Uttama? Gautama? Was it Gautama? What is it? Upendra.
Upendra.
Upendra. It looks like an Indian body guy.
Yeah, he is. He has been in classes before. I remember. Gurudev.
Yeah. Is he kind of a Brahmin type?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Brahmin, yeah. That's the equal. That's your equal consciousness, man. You want equally disposed to everybody.
Mm.
Well, you got to prove that. See, this is deep devotional realizations that ascertained by ecstatic worship. There's more depth than just equally like disposed. There's fault in that. I'll tell you what the fault is if you're still listening. The fault is that's not exactly so. There is deeper knowledge. See, fault is you think, well, yeah, I got my knowledge, you got your knowledge, and everything is okay. My knowledge. See, there's a fault in there because then they're not open to learning. Okay, even on this state, like I have. To me, I consider this fantastic knowledge the Lord gives me from this kind of worship. But I'm always learning. It's never ending. I'm open to learning from you too. This is what I'm learning like, I can ascertain your platform of understanding. It's actually better for you that I do that, but you're probably not open to it yet. Maybe later you will be. I just find it interesting. Oh, it's interesting. But that's an obstacle for you. It can be removed here if you listen here long enough and you see that there's a fault in that level. It's not clear. It's not pure. It's not purifying. Maybe to a point, bringing it to that level, but there's a fault in it because you're not really seeing things as they are. There is a deeper understanding than what you have there. It has to be. Even on this stage, this is the transcendental stage here. You're seeing here. Still, I'm always learning. Just always purifying, always learning. And I love it. Krishna loves. He's always learning more about himself. That's why he goes into this forgetful state here, so he can learn. It's a pastime. It's interesting. Yeah, it's like an adventure, Okay, what else we got here? Let's see if he's. See, I get interested when I get interaction here. I like that. Yeah. Accept the grace. Upendra, thank you, sir. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having an open attitude here. It's kind of fun, isn't it? It's kind of, yeah. She promised himself. Upendra already had 200 women, he told me, and he borrowed money from me. He didn't return after he promised himself 7 times. And he considers himself an advanced spiritual person. Okay, well, he's a little bit of a That kind of person? All right, well, let's see what happens if he comes here. Hearts change here. Pendra, just listen and absorb every word from Guru. You will feel what real transcendental love is. Yeah. Well, at least Upendra, you could see we got interesting people here that have deep understanding. That's horrible. The question is, how did he get all these women to do all that? So you women should smarten up, man. All he can give you is that Brahman consciousness, equally disposed. See, you know, there's power in that. There's power in being a Brahmin and Brahmitical. Yeah, there's some power, and people but there's also a lot of false ego in it, you know, and so there's, you know, it's corrupts you. Maybe that's an example of it. Hey, it's nothing surprising. These gurus have done that. They go and they take the position of spiritual master. Oh, Guru, they beat me and all. Come on, man.
And they got so many followers and they worship him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's, you know, so anyway, we're here for everybody. You go, I mean, if there are people, I'll tell you, the way the Lord works, he's got sleeper agents everywhere. He does it. He puts people in different places. And you can see that in the pastimes. The Lord, when Lord was here, Lord Caitanya, there was a dacoit king, was a good one. He was a terrible person. This guy was a murderer too, and a thief. And he stole the books of that the Goswamis, Narottam, were carrying. He thought there was money in there, you know, they are carrying on Palanquin these books. They can see this is what devotees think is valuable. These truths. This is the real wealth, man. You know, so they're carrying a Palanquin, you know, and the king went over his dacoit. He stole the books, but then he opened the books and he realized something. He just had the awakening. You know, he immediately became a devotee. Matter of fact, he got the whole kingdom to worship Krishna, or else he didn't want to. Yeah, the whole kingdom became. Yeah. Maharaj Prataparudra was also a sleeper agent. You know, he was a great king, and it was a great devotee of Lord. And when he woke up, became a great devotee of Lord Caitanya, intimate associate. Yeah, and sometimes look, Jagai and Madai, they were murderers. They murdered Brahmins' wives, raped them. Oh my God, you know, just terrible things. Look what happened. See? So the Lord, it's all his game. All we do is pray. Yeah, I love it. And it's just, the adventure is here. You know, these people coming, interesting people. You know. We just preach the truth, man. We play with Krishna. He plays with us. We play with the world. See, that's Lord Caitanya came to play with the world, man. Bring them in. Bring anybody who wants to come inside. What else we got here? Okay, so we'll end here. Thank you very much there, Gautam, for coming too, or Pendra. Yeah. And thank you, TikTokers. So the TikTokers, I'll take off and we'll play the song here. Wow. 480 viewers on TikTok and 305 likes. Yeah, we're giving darshan to the people. Even though they don't understand, a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people stayed though, and yeah, people get an experience, a vibration. They can feel the vibration. Yeah.
One, two, 1, 2, 3.
Wrong one.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you there, Francis, for coming. Radhe. I feel purified. My sweet Lord, purify my heart. Oh, yeah. See, Vrindavan? Ooh, my Lord, my sweet Lord. There's the words.
Not loud. Thank you.
Really want to know you. I really want to go with you. Oh, my Lord, my sweet. Hallelujah. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol. Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. Govinda. Nityananda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hallelujah. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,